This is the DTV Digest, the podcast that brings you news and reviews of films which didn't make it to the cinema. And now, here's your host, Mike Parkin.
Hello everyone and welcome to the DTV Digest. I'm your host Mike Parkin and joining me this evening are Stephen Lockridge.
Hello.
And Amanda Robertson.
Hi.
This week we've got 3 films to talk about. I'm very excited to talk about these films tonight. We're going to kick off with R L Stine's Pumpkinhead. Then we have 49 Miles More and The Demon Detective. Our short shot is Simon Says, and then we have our DTV Throwback, which is Iron Eagle 4. So, without further ado, let's crack on. Our first review then is R L Stine's Pumpkinhead. When his brother disappears and everyone forgets he existed, Sam must unravel the mystery before his brother Finn is gone forever. So this is called R L Stine's Pumpkinhead because there is a rather famous or infamous famous film called Pumpkinhead, directed by Stan Winston, starring Lance Henriksen. So Amanda, over to you. What did you make of Pumpkinhead?
I actually quite liked it. I remember reading like the Goosebumps stuff when I was little. I think I remember one about a hamster. I don't know if it wanted to kill its owner or something. And I watched the TV shows and things like that. It's not anything original. It's very Stephen King. Kids go out, try to solve a kind of Scooby-Doo mystery. It's all a little bit kid-friendly, but I don't think that's a bad thing, to be honest. It's nice looking. The design of the pumpkin head does weirdly look like the other pumpkin head a little bit. But no, I think, you know what, see, for like a younger audience, I think this is a perfect like entryway into horror without having to dive into something that's really, really heavy or really gory or something. But yeah, it's not bad. I'm maybe a bit too old for it, but I think nostalgia just really kicked in, and I did actually have a really good time with it.
Cool. Steve, over to you. R L Stine's Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, I had a good time with it. It's a kiddie horror, you know, but it looks good. I thought the performances were good. Yeah, like Amanda said, it is a little bit. We've seen it all before. It's pretty derivative, and you know the tropes are all there and everything like that. But yeah, it's done all right. I'd say, especially right at the end as well, because that's a bit of a kicker. That shocked me a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, and it does go quite dark for like a kiddie horror. It kind of reminded me. Oh, was it called The Hole? Joe Dante.
Yeah,
a little bit. You know, because it is quite not gruesome, but there's a couple of bits in there that are quite gnarly. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I'd say the only thing is, so I've read a couple of things online about it. Apparently it's a 15 over here.
all right.
What was it?
Yeah. And if you look on IMDb, it does say 15 as well, but surely it should be a 12.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
I'd say so. It's not.
There's no blood.
It's no language, no blood,
No.
no nudity or anything like that. No, just some proper decent horror.
Yeah.
So unlike Amanda, I mean, I'm a bit older. So R L Stine's like Goosebumps passed me by. The one thing that I've seen, you know, really is the Fear Street series, and that is certainly not for kids.
No.
You know, but I think this does share some tropes with that, and you know, you mentioned that ending, the little twist at the end, which interestingly, the film kind of underplays the real terror around that end, you know, for that particular character. I think it, but it still sells it very well. I mean, I'm actually really interested in watching this with my son, during the week, and getting to that bit and seeing how he reacts to it, thinking, because you think, oh, it's all hunky dory now, but no, there's still this other thing left unresolved, which I thought was great. So it does play by, it sets it up, that you have to do this thing by this thing, and if you don't, this happens, and it stuck to it, which I thought was really good. So you're right, it is pretty standard in that, it's a family arriving in a new town, this farming town, and things are slightly off, and then there's characters who are sort of may or may not be red herrings, this sort of thing. We have a kid who feels disenfranchised by his own family. All these things sort of play in and work really well. It's a very well thought out film, and I think it does. Actually, I've just realised I did see they did do a film about Goosebumps, didn't they, with Jack Black?
Yeah, where he played R L Stein.
Yeah, that was very good. Yeah, so I think it does sort of stick.
Stuff, a lot of that stuff that sometimes you do kind of get a little bit twisted. If you ever watch the TV series, especially for something coming out in the 90s, sometimes you do get a little bit twisted. I mean, it's never like horrific, but it's just like, my God, you actually stuck to that in a kid's show kind of thing.
Yeah, I was reminded of there's a series called Erie, Indiana.
Yeah.
That sort of came to mind watching this, and there was another very good sort of young adult horror movie called Stories to Tell After Dark. Have you seen that one? That was very good as well. So it's in that sort of ballpark. This is directed by somebody called Jem Garrard, and having looked at their IMDb pages, there's a couple of films that they've done, which I'm interested in seeing. Something called Takeout and another one called Buzzkill, which sound quite interesting. Not necessarily teen horror again, but maybe sort of pushing a bit higher. But I'm definitely interested in sort of seeing more of their work in the future. Okay, scores on the doors. Amanda.
I'd probably give it a 7.
And Steve.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7.
Ding, ding, ding. 3 7s for R L Stine's Pumpkinhead. This, by the looks of it, is going to Tubi. I don't know if it's actually getting a proper release.
I think it is. That's what I've seen the certificate on.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but it will eventually end up on Tubi, I'm sure. Just going back to the director as well. Apparently, they are making a sequel to this. That's on their list in the near future. So I definitely would look to see, like to see how that turns out. So there we have it. 3 7s for R L Stine's Pumpkinhead. Go check it out. Our next film is 49 Miles More. While driving to an annual reunion with her university friends, Max, an unsuccessful insurance salesman, and his fun-loving buddy Doug break down. With 50 miles to go, their only option is to brave the wilderness on foot. Over to Steve. What did you make of 49 Miles More?
Right. Okay. So the first 45 minutes.
Yep.
I wasn't too impressed. I was a bit annoyed. Doug was an annoying prick, basically. And then it hits a point and switches, and it's a lot more thoughtful, a lot more. What's the word I'm looking for here?
Pathos, emotion.
Yeah. It's complete 180, which dragged me back in because, like I said, the first half I wasn't really feeling it. I was getting a bit annoyed with his character and just thought he was a bit daft and really, really annoying. And I'm like, why would you be friends with this prick? And then you hit that point and you're like, okay, right, now it's making sense. And it just the 180 just hits, and that pathos and the emotion and really drags it up by its bootstraps. I mean, obviously, there's no budget involved, and it's basically a two-header between Doug and his mate Max. That's it, Max. But yeah, like first half annoying, second half really settles into it and shows what it is. And I thought it was that half was done really, really well.
Amanda, what did you make of this one?
I think I'm in a similar boat. The first kind of part of it kind of dragged a little. You're kind of stuck with these two guys you don't really like that much. But once it did hit that point, I did actually really get into it. It's a little bit kind of overly sweet, but I think it handles it quite well, especially the kind of difficult stuff. And I thought the two actors worked really well together, considering most of the film was actually just them. But I think in the end it really brought it all together, and it was actually very nice looking. I liked them going through the apparent wilderness. It looked quite lovely as well. But yeah, no, it was just
it did look like a nice part of the world.
Yeah, it just I think in the end it does its job.
I'm totally the same as you guys. I think I've mentioned before that when you get these films where you got like a bunch of guys or a bunch of characters who are either high or drunk, the bait, and unless you are also high or drunk or both, then you're basically the designated driver. Having to put up with all their drunken talk and all the rest of it, and it is difficult to tolerate sometimes. But I did get this sort of Simon Pegg, Nick Frost vibe from the pair. I could easily have seen Simon Pegg and Nick Frost doing this like 25 years ago.
Yeah.
It is that sort of thing. And you're absolutely both right. Once the film gets to the beach, it does a hairpin turn, emotionally. And it all falls into place. And it's interesting sort of thinking back to the first half when you sort of see it, because there's scenes like when they're in the raft, and Doug's just sort of lying there while Max is having to do all the rowing, and I'm thinking, why is that? He's not having a go at him or anything. It's just like doing it. That all that sort of falls into perspective. It works really, really well. And you get to the point where you're thinking, oh, so they're not all assholes. Which is great. It's a very good sort of character moment for everyone. I was surprised. I was very surprised just how sweet this was in the end. Bittersweet in a way. Absolutely great. Would I watch it again? I don't know. Knowing what I know, it probably does benefit from a rewatch. Sort of seeing how they did it. But even so, unexpectedly good is what I'll say. This one. So scores on the doors. Amanda.
I'd probably give it a 6.
And Steve.
Yeah, I'll give it a 6. I mean, the second half is good, but that first half does drag it down a bit for me.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know if you guys agree, and I don't know if this sort of says something about millennials being so out of touch with machinery. He has a flat tire. That is the be all and end all of what happens to his car. He has a flat tire, and it's like, oh well, that's that then. It's like you do have a spare. It's there tucked away somewhere in the car. But yeah, no. Other than that, I thought it was pretty decent. So yeah, I'll go with a 6. So 3 6s for 49 Miles More. Go check it out. Our third film then is The Demon Detective. Miles Mako is a professional exorcist who takes on a new client after she encounters a demonic presence who may have links to the detective's dark past. I absolutely love this. I thought this was great. I'll say more in a minute. Over to Steve.
Right. I'm not as enthusiastic as you.
Mm-hmm.
It was okay. A bit long for what it is. Like nearly 2 hours, wasn't it? Really,
Mm-hmm.
150. Performances were good. The effects were a little bit ropey. I don't think the budget was massively there. But again, it's one of the things you've seen it before. There's nothing really new here. And it just dragged a little bit. I just thought there was no urgency with it. I thought it was just a little bit flat. But one good thing, it was nice to see Doug Jones and actually see his face for once, rather than being under 20 ton of prosthetics. And I thought he's like the bit in the gym, I think it was near the end. I thought it was really, really good. I thought his performance was great in that bit. But yeah, it was okay. Like I say, nothing really new. You know, it's just I did like the banter between the two main leads, the blokes, Miles and his mate. I thought that they were really good in it, and the woman as well. She really reminded me of Rebecca Ferguson for some reason. Really, just looked like her and the mannerisms and everything. But yeah, it's all right.
And Amanda.
Yeah, same. It was okay. It was a little Constantine. But no, it was okay. Again, I agree with Steve. The effects probably weren't as good. I'm just going to put that down to maybe the money that they had. Doug Jones is always great, and everything. I love his commitment to stuff. But yeah, I don't think I connected with it. To be honest, yeah.
To be honest, I thought it was going to be more, just with the name of it, more comedy. You know, like the one with Brandon and Ralph we watched a bit back.
Yes, don't know which one you mean.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be more a bit like that, really, rather than serious, if you know what I mean.
Well, I'm a sucker for detective stories and things like that. So this was very much up my street. The weakest part of it is the special effects bits. You're absolutely right. But it's all the banter. The actual story is pretty decent. The dialogue is very well done. You know, it's not over the top. They try to downplay it as much as possible because they know, you know, the sort of the normies would get freaked out if, if they kept going on about it. The stuff with the landlord I thought was funny as well. Just the way they handled him, I thought was just really good. But yeah, no, this one, you know, I really did enjoy it. I thought it was very good. Little bits of, you know, okay, there's a lot of Constantine in here for sure. I think it's sort of filling a gap, you know, while there's no Constantine TV show at the moment or film. You know, I think somebody saw a bit of a gap in the market and went to fill it, and I thought they did a good job. I was reminded of there's another TV series back in the day called Brimstone. I don't know if any of you saw that one.
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
No, that was sort of similar sort of stuff to this as well. That was pretty good. But yeah, no, this worked for me. So that's why I'm giving this one a 7 out of 10. Over to you guys. Steve.
I'll give it a 6.
A 6, and Amanda.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a 6 as well.
2 6s and a 7 for The Demon Detective. Go check it out. Our short shot this week is Simon Says. A group of friends gather for a party when a mysterious entertainer called Simon arrives to host a game of Simon Says. What begins as a harmless game becomes a deadly fight for survival where one wrong move can cost them their lives. Okay, so as usual, Rich curates all our short films for us. He did say that he'd found this one, he hadn't had a chance to watch it for once, so we beat him to it. It's very well made, I have to say. It's 20 minutes long. It's the kind of horror that I do not enjoy, I have to say, though. This sort of like overly sadistic kind of thing. It tends to sort of stick in the throat a bit. So, Steve, how did you handle Simon Says?
Yeah, it wasn't great, to be fair. I think it was more like a Terrifier rip-off in a way.
Hmm.
You know, with a like supposedly like clown turning up and
Here's the thing, though. Okay,
well,
so the party is for the girl. It's her 21st.
yeah,
So all these people are either 21 or very close to being 21.
yeah.
Who on earth, who's 21, is going to invite a fucking clown like this
Yeah.
to a party? You
Well,
know,
yeah,
just saying. Like,
yeah. I mean, it's like all the entertainment's there, so they must have been expecting something
yeah.
or someone, you know what I mean? But
Hmm.
and then it just, it just gets a little bit silly, doesn't it? Really, you know, it's. I mean, there's what 10 of them, 12 of them.
To begin with, yeah, I think about 10.
Yeah, I mean, surely they could overpower him in a way.
Hmm.
Not maybe not safely, but I'm sure it probably end up better than how it does end up.
Mm.
You know, there's no real supernatural, you know, thing going on. It's just some bloke with a shotgun who's acting like a bit of a dick, and that's where it kind of falls apart. I mean, I thought the effects were quite good, especially like the first kill, shall we say? But yeah, apart from that, it's just a little bit flat, a little bit silly, really.
Do you remember a while ago we covered a film which was set during like it was like the last day of school or something. There's like, everyone's having a leaving party and these like rich kids turn up and start killing everyone.
Yes,
Yeah, I think
vaguely, yeah.
yeah, that's kind of the style of horror this is, that's sort of just this sadism for sadism's sake kind of thing.
Yeah.
Amanda, do you get on with this one?
Uh, no, I mean I like the idea, but it does sound like something that would have came out of the early 2000s.
Hmm.
In fact, I'm
Yeah.
shocked that it didn't already happen. But yeah, I mean, it looked all right. I thought it was quite well paced. But the thing that really bugged me is the clown guy looked like old Greg from the Mighty
Okay.
Bush.
All right. Yeah.
And I couldn't get past it. But yeah, no, I mean, it was okay. It was like a good attempt, but I don't think it was for me.
Right. Okey-doke. Yeah. I think that all three of us have like gone, no, not really.
Yeah.
But anyway, we still recommend that you go check this out, and you'll find a link to this in the footnotes below. This one is actually on Tubi rather than YouTube. But again, we'll put the link in. Go check it out. Our DTV throwback this week is Iron Eagle on the Attack, also known as Iron Eagle 4. Fighter pilot Doug Masters teaches at his flight school for teens in trouble with the law. In an emergency landing on a deserted Air Force base, the kids accidentally uncover a deranged plot to wage chemical warfare. Okay, so I've seen the original Iron Eagle. Really enjoyed it. It's most notable for using Queen's One Vision on the soundtrack, which must have been quite a scoop for them at the time. Very good film about, this character, Doug Masters, when he was a teenager, teaming up with Lou Gossett Jr. to rescue his dad, who'd been captured and held behind enemy lines. Yeah, pretty decent film. This one is the fourth in the series, so yeah, we're definitely in DTV land here. But even so, I think they do a lot with this. There is some good aerial photography with the was it called the T6s or something? The yellow trainer planes
Yeah.
they're using. That's all good stuff. There is one classic gaff right at the beginning when we see Doug Masters being shot down and captured, and the two planes attacking them. Because he goes on his radio going, "Oh my God, the MiG-29's attacking us," and they're very clearly two RAF Phantom jets. They even got the RAF symbol on the side of them. You can't mistake a Phantom for something else. I'm just saying. I went to many an air show when I was a kid.
Yeah, I
But
didn't.
but this is great. Absolutely enjoyed this. Lots of silliness with the kids, but they staged the action pretty well. And yeah, there's a lot going on. Steve, what did you make of Iron Eagle 4?
Well, I know I've definitely seen the first one when it came out, but we're talking what, 1990,
Yeah.
possibly,
hmm
possibly even earlier. This, yeah, it didn't get me. Didn't get me at all. I was just a bit bored, to be honest. I mean, obviously, there's nowhere near as much money, and you're using the little biplanes instead of fighter jets and stuff like that. But it just seems preposterous. I'm not being funny. Delinquent kids and you're letting them fly planes. It's.
It's in keeping with the series, though.
Well, maybe. I mean, like I say, it's been a long time. I definitely watched the first two, but yeah, it's probably about 30 years ago now. I mean, there's one bit where one of them actually does nick a plane and tries to rip off a drug dealer.
Yep.
And that's what I'd be expecting all of them to do constantly. I wouldn't let them get in a bloody plane. You know what I mean? And then at the end, I think it just gets really, really silly with the threat and what it is and everything like that. It's not bad, It's would I watch it again? No, definitely not. And one that got me was the blonde girl, Rachel Blanchard.
hmm
So I sat there watching it, my son walked in, and I went, I'm sure that's her out of Peep Show. And he's like, oh my God, it is, yeah. It's her out of Peep Show.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Amanda, what did you make of, I need to call it Air Force One, Iron Eagle 4?
It was okay. Some of it I had fun with, because a lot of it is really silly. But I think it just maybe just went a little too far with having the kids like jumping planes and stuff. Like I'm sitting there like I don't think so. Also, doesn't help that I haven't seen any of the other ones, so there's bits of it that lose me. Just like when they come, like there's a bit where they come together and I don't. Is somebody got a drink problem or something? And I'm just like, oh, okay, that's great. Who are these people? But yeah, it was all right. The bit with the drug dealer was ridiculous, although it's just literally the most obvious drug dealer I've ever seen. Like you see this guy in the street, you look at him and go, yeah, he definitely deals drugs.
Yeah, just follow him. Yeah, he's bound to commit a
Yeah,
crime in a second. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I mean, the action was pretty fun. But yeah, it was okay. I maybe have to watch the other ones to maybe appreciate what's going on a little bit more, though.
Back in the 90s, early 90s, late 80s, there was a series of films about kids rescuing their dads. Who there was a Navy SEALs one, I seem to remember. There's probably another one at least.
Now, there's definitely one, and it was straight to video over it, and I've been trying to do it as a throwback. I cannot find it anywhere.
Okay.
I'm not going to say what it is,
Mm-hmm.
but I cannot find it anywhere at all.
Okay. The holy grail of DTV films.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one that was about a Navy SEAL who got kidnapped. Well, they were doing a mission, and when they came up, there was like a Vietnamese boat waiting to pick him up or something. And they had to go rescue him.
It could be the same one, you know.
I can't remember what it's called though. But yeah, I'm sure there was others like it, you know, along those sort of lines. But anyway, yeah, I enjoyed this one, I must admit. You should check out the first one, Amanda. I think.
Okay.
I think it's worth checking out. But we found this on. Where do we find this? This is on YouTube.
YouTube,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's on other services as well. As usual, watch out for those adverts. That they are legion. But anyway, go check it out. And that is the end of this week's episode. Nice and quick. 3 very decent films overall. One of them surprised us. One of them was a slam dunk, and one divided us a little bit. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram and Blue Sky at the DTV Digest, and look out for a new short shot. I just need to get it edited and published. I'm sure it will be hitting your local podcast platform very soon. Thank you for listening. Tune in next time.
Thank you for listening to the DTV Digest. Let us know your thoughts in the comments and tune in again next time.